Montreal, the 12th straight victory by the Sabres over the Canadiens. Buffalo scored first at 19:20 of the first period. Dave Andreychuk taking a couple of swipes and finally poked it by Steve Penny. The Canadiens tied it, however, at 11:51 of the second on a goal by Lucien Dubois. And just a minute later, at 12:52 the second, Bobby Smith gave Montreal a 2-1 lead. Third period, however, was ignited when Gilles Perreault bounced one past Penny. Hannu Virta got the assist, and that one got the Sabres going, as just 23 seconds later, Steve Patrick gave the lead back to the Sabres, and Andreychuk got the assist on that one. But the Canadiens didn't roll over. Walter scored at 10:09, and the game was even and stayed that way until 17:49. Mal Davis converted a long shot. The Sabres had their 12th straight over Montreal. After the game, Bob Kaczynski talked with Andreychuk, who had a goal and an assist.
Well, you know, it's going to be a close game. Every game is going to be close against Montreal, and we played hard, but, you know, they gave us a pretty good run, but, you know, we had to come through in the end.
Happy with the team's performance tonight, first game?
Definitely. I think, you know, coming back from behind like that shows a lot of class in the club, shows that we want it really bad, and, you know, if we can have that extra quality in the team, you know, to come back from down, we're going to be all right.
Against the Montreal Canadiens, who were trying to snap an 11-game losing streak to the Sabres, and oh, did they come close. So let's pick up the action now in the first period. And this one, Tom Barrasso was very, very tough on the nets for the Sabres in the early going. Here he stops Bob Gainey on a near breakaway. With a score tied at 0-0, less than a minute to play in that first period, the Sabres operating on the power play. Big Dave Andreychuk, parked in front of Steve Penny, knocks the puck down, and then puts the second try over Penny, and the Sabres have a 1-0 lead. But Dubois and Smith give the Canadiens a 2-1 lead going into the third, and then Gilles Perreault really cranks it on. Look at that, move around the defenseman, beats Penny. It's tied at 2, and just 23 seconds after that, Steve Patrick, who played a whale of a game, as you see Andreychuk pull down, Patrick puts it in the net. Sabres have a 3-2 lead, but the Canadiens were not finished. Ryan Walter tips a shot right here past Barrasso to tie it at 3. And then at the 17:49 mark of the game, Mal Davis, who is certainly going to be heard from this year, gets the game winner. Sabres win at 4-3. Mike DeGeorge was at the odd.
And after a sluggish first two periods, the Sabres scoring 3 times in the final frame, and the game winner coming from a player who didn't even know if he'd make it with the big club.
I feel that I think I play my best hockey when my job's on the line every night, because I'm used to that now, and I want to help this team because there's a great bunch of guys on the team. That's who I'm playing for first.
If we would have lost tonight, I think that would have made him a little more you know, just too confident, and it would have given us trouble in the next little while. So I think it was very imperative that we came out and won the game like we did.
Well, I think we knew that we were down going into the third period, and Scotty came in and really let us have it. And we knew we weren't playing that great a game, so we just went out and we wanted to prove it to ourselves, prove it to the crowd, prove it to Scotty that, you know, we're a good hockey team.
I take it he wasn't real nice in the dressing room.
No, he wasn't happy with how we were playing, and you really can't blame him. We didn't show too much in the second period, but I think we more than made up for it in the third.
As Ryan Walter tips in this shot, a nice little backhand redirection past Barrasso, the game was tied one more time. The Sabres then pressed for the win. Watch the play here. Steve Patrick very nearly got his second of the night as it trickled through the crease, but hit the post and didn't go in. Then John Tucker had a great chance breaking in on Penny. He was hauled down from behind, did get a shot away, but Penny stopped him cold. Mal Davis got the game winner, beating Penny on a rebound of a Mike Ramsey shot. The streak now at 12. Final score 4-3, the Sabres over the Canadiens. A good sign, Dave, the team coming from behind.
Definitely. The team's got a lot of spirit. We got a lot of class in this club, and we're going to come back from a lot of games.
It was sort of like a 2-on-1, and Penny usually goes down on shots, and I caught him flat-footed because he was worried about Rick Sealing on the other side of the net for a tip-in. And I even surprised myself shooting on the ice and went in.
The Sabres come up with a strong third period, picking up 3 goals to come from behind and beat the Habs in the opener. Final score of 4-3. Mal Davis getting the game-winning goal. At the odd, Brian Blessing, News 4 Sports.
And only 79 games to go before the playoffs.